Hey everyone, my name is Janosch. I'm a professional concept artist. I worked the last 7 years in games and movies, and today I want to talk about how does a art mentorship actually works. So today I want to clarify the most questions I receive when it comes to my art mentorship program. So if you go on my website, you will see immediately that I have two different programs. One is the basic mentorship and the other one is the intensive one. In the basic program, we have one call per month, which is 1 hour long, and in the intensive, we have 2 calls. So basically every 2 weeks we have a call. These 1 hour calls are very tightly focused. In between those calls, we also have little checkup meetings where we check if you're on track or if you need any feedback or if you need any provided information by me. So before you actually enter the program, you should figure out what is actually your goal. Is your goal to become a professional, maybe in the next year or 2 years or maybe longer? Or is your goal more of a short-term goal? Do you maybe need help on specific work? Do you want to push your portfolio in the next 3 months? This all goes into the decision what program you're going to choose. So when you know that you have maybe the goal of working on your portfolio for the next 3 months because you want to apply somewhere for a job, or you want to apply at the college to get in, or you just want to push your portfolio to a certain degree, then, for example, the intensive one is a good choice. If you look for longevity and maybe 1 call per month is totally fine for you, then the basic program will suit you perfectly. So let's say you enter the basic program. First of all, we talk about your goal and we make sure that we're going to build a structured plan for you. And if you maybe have seen some of my other videos, you know already that I'm pretty good in writing plans, which comes from experience over the last 4 years of teaching. First, we're going to write a plan for you, which is specifically suited for your needs. This also includes creative routine, habits, and we talk about how much time can you spend per week effectively, because the program I wrote is specifically designed to test your skills in the first few weeks. Besides testing your skills, we also start with portfolio project right away. And project work is always something that drives people forward. From my experience, it motivates if someone sees that they can actually build something with their own hands. A very often question I get: can I actually join if I'm completely beginner? Absolutely, yes. I have mentees who are absolute beginners. I have mentees who are intermediate skilled, but I also have professionals who are working on things they still need help and support with. Can I do the mentorship also traditional or only digital? I always answer to that: if you want to do the mentorship traditional, you can. The only premise is that you have the possibility to scan your work properly or to make a proper photo. Because in our calls, I always draw and paint over your work. But this requires obviously a good scan or a good photo. Can I reschedule my calls? Of course you can reschedule your calls. The only premise here is that we cannot push the calls further than 2 weeks. Otherwise, we run into the next month. The basic program is designed for 3 months minimum, which means the minimum duration if you join the program is for you 3 months. So usually someone who's already 6 to 7 months in the program, the person has homework specifically for their project. This could be anything from design, painting, character design, environment design, whatever the goal is of the person, but also what is the actual task at the moment. Another question I often get: is 1 call enough for 4 weeks? Obviously, we don't only have 1 call per month. We also have checkup meetings and we have constant communication over our channels. So I can see what you produced and you can also get feedback from me. This feedback will often be provided either written, if necessary overpainted. Sometimes I also like to send voicemails because it's easier to understand. What is the price of the mentorship? The price of the basic mentorship is $349 and the intensive one is basically double the price, which is $698. My main goal as a teacher is that whenever someone leaves the program, the person knows exactly what they're doing or what they're supposed to do in order to reach their goal. And this method seems to work pretty well looking at the results my mentee students have. Or some examples like Franciscus, who got his studio job at Keen Games after a year of mentorship. What I think is also important to mention, obviously, the outcome is always determined by the input. So I can give you as many tasks as you want, but if you do not work and if you don't do the exercise, you will probably not progress. And that sounds maybe a bit obvious, but I have to mention this. Everything like motivation or creative energy and flow is something that comes and goes in waves. And in order to be effective, we have to learn how we as a person work. Not everyone is the same. Some people, they can go all out for a year and work. But some people, they constantly have to work on their own motivation. And it is also a process of learning becoming a professional. Most people who come in the program, they are not professional and they don't have the mindset. We also talk a lot about motivation, creative habit and routine on a daily basis, how to motivate yourself, basically bring yourself into the mode of working, but also to figure out, okay, what is creative work in order to get a portfolio, or what is creative work that is just for me, to stress relief, to relax. Because we kind of like need both. But in order to reach a goal, we need to be aware what is the goal, how to reach it, and then we have to make sure we hit the road and make sure that we work towards our goal. If you're interested in checking out the work by my mentees, feel free to check out the student gallery on the website. If you want to join the program, my advice is always sign up as soon as possible, because sometimes I don't have open spots. So if you're interested in joining the program, make sure to click the link below the video. If you're still unsure and maybe you need some help talking about what is your goal, I also offer career talks on my website. It's the same thing. You can just sign up, pick a date and time on the website, go through, book it, and then we can talk in an hour what is actually your goal and to reflect maybe if the mentorship is the right thing for you. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more free art content on my YouTube channel, and I wish you a wonderful day. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.